Silence does not mean being silent without saying a word. Silence means not saying anything without a reason that has value, which means speaking only when necessary. Or if it has value, silence means focusing on one point. Silence means focusing on the goal and focusing on our work when we start something, whether it's a big plan or a business or whatever we do for our career and life. Fight in silence first. No need to tell anyone, no need to brag, no need to post anything first, because when we tell other people, we won't be focused. In the process, on the other hand, we are only busy thinking about the comments that come from other people. It's not that we shouldn't tell stories, but there are times when everything is visible or clearly displayed. It's not that we can't tell stories, but the fear is that you are busy looking for validation from other people. Working in silence also helps us avoid waste of energy. Sometimes we talk too much about our plans to other people or show our efforts too often on social media. This can really use up our energy, and our focus can be disturbed, which we should use to do work. But actually working in silence is a stepwise. War is nothing. When we talk about working in silence, it does not mean we have to be physically silent. On the contrary, this will refer to appreciating silence in our every action. Sometimes we are in such a rush to speak and show the world what we do so that we forget the importance of taking time to reflect, plan and act carefully before we do something. We need to reflect and consider our actions. For example, if we are a businessman, before launching a new product we need to do market research, plan a marketing strategy and make sure everything is ready and running well. This is a form of working in silence where we give full attention to small details and preparation before we take big action. Focus and fight in silence. Give yourself time to process without other people having to know. During this time, determine one important target that you want to achieve. You achieve a target that you believe can change your life. Then, focus on the plan to achieve that target. Fill your head with as much knowledge as possible that can support the process. Chat a lot with people who you think have something to do with your plan. Read lots of books, journals, articles, listen as many podcasts as possible that inspire, motivate and tell stories of people who have succeeded in reaching the point you want to. Watch as much content as possible that can broaden and deepen your insight. You have to do all this in silence. You don't need to tell many people. You don't need to post. What do you have to do? No need to tell stories first. What are you doing for your plan? Your mindset has been formed. Your knowledge is getting deeper, and then take action to get closer to the target. Instead of talking too much about our plans to people, it's better to focus on the process and hard work. In the long term, the results you achieve will be proof of how hard we work. Move silently when you fail. Fail silently, then improve silently. Collect as many experiences as possible. These failures will teach you many things to get us closer to success by giving us time to fight in silence. If your plan is right, you are consistent and disciplined in the process. Maybe you don't develop much, but you will definitely feel a lot of changes. Working in silence is the same as you working with patience, perseverance. Sometimes we want quick and instant results, but the reality is that success takes time and continuous effort. When we work in silence, we get used to staying focused and persistent. Even though there is no spotlight and recognition from people, imagine that you are an artist who is creating beautiful works of art. This creative process requires perseverance and inner silence. You need to involve yourself. You are completely in the work you produce without being distracted by other people's attention. Just by working in silence, you will create something truly unique and meaningful. Maybe you don't immediately achieve something big, but you will start to feel an increase in self-confidence because you know you have succeeded in the process and you are starting to enjoy the struggle. When you get the feeling of enjoyment and struggle, it will be difficult for people to stop you. When you start to believe in yourself and there is something you want to tell other people related to the process you are going through, then tell it. It could be that this is the first step in starting a branding business because you have achieved significant results. After showing the results, you don't need to struggle in silence anymore, because by sharing them with other people, it is very possible that you will become an inspiration for people and receive good messages from people. People who feel inspired by what you share, and people will be even more enthusiastic about going through all kinds of processes. So whether it is an art business, another area of life, working in silence at the beginning is a strong step toward success. This allows us to reflect, plan and act with being careful, and more than that, working in silence teaches us the patience, perseverance, and focus needed to achieve our goals. Stop complaining, stop protesting a lot, stop blaming others, stop making excuses, stop always making excuses, start asserting yourself, be brave to take responsibility. Be prepared to be bumped again until you will be successful. Success is not a coincidence. Victory is not an accident. Success is thorough preparation. Success is hard work. Success is prayer. Success is discipline. Success is consistency. Success is planning. Success is planning. Is wanting to learn. Success is sacrifice, tears, sweat, investment, loss, failure after failure. And what is certain is that the road to success is very steep, and that road can only be traversed by winners. Work in silence, let your results make a noise. Thank you, hopefully it's useful.